Hello everybody, and Happy New Year, Happy 2018. 2017 went by so quickly. It is now 2018. What the hell? And because it's a brand new year, brand new books are coming out. So this is my most anticipated books of 2018. These are in no particular order other than when they're being released, like from January to December. As for the dates, some of them are not listed, but if you go down in the description and the release date comes out, I will put it in the description. Some of these don't have cover art yet, but they will soon, I'm sure. Like, go follow the Twitter stuff, accounts, Amazon, Goodreads, whatever. Just go check those out. Let's just get into this. Should be a good year. For the first one, this is actually based off of a web series. This comes out January 16th. So this is the first one like up on my list that comes out this year of 2018. I apologize if I mispronounced the author's name for this. It's gonna be bad. RWBY by Shirow Miwa. Yeah, the name is there. I'm sorry if I butchered it. Yes, RWBY is based off of a web series by Rooster Teeth. If you have not seen RWBY, go watch it. Only thing I can really say without spoiling anything about RWBY is you have hunters and huntresses fighting Grimm. They feed off of fear and hatred. Hunters and huntresses that have special weapons to defeat Grimm. That's probably as much as I can say other than the world of Remnant. And in those different regions or sections, whatever you want to call it, are schools or academies that train these hunters and huntresses to fight the Grimm to protect the world. If you saw my favorite TV shows of 2017, you'll know I love it, so go watch that. Next is also in January, and this is a sequel by Marissa Meyer. It is volume 2 of Wires and Nerve. Easiest way I can describe it is, oh crap, how do you say her name? Anko? It's Cinder's little robot, essentially, who goes off on her own adventure. Yeah, it's in graphic novel form. I like the first one. The art looks amazing, and I can't wait for the second one to actually see where this goes. I can't wait for volume 2. That comes out January 30th. And Marissa Meyer did a fantastic job with the Lunar Chronicles. This one is a little unusual. It was never really announced anywhere. I did not see it anywhere except for one booktuber, Emma's Books. I think that's her YouTube name. I'll probably correct myself. She was the one who mentioned it because I was like, I never heard that until she said it, and I'm intrigued. And this is supposed to be like a novella book. It's supposed to, I think, take place between the Infernal Devices and the Mortal Instruments or something of the sort. And it's supposed to be like a string of short stories of a bunch of characters. It's Son of the Dawn, and the series is Ghost of the Shadow Market. That's the title. There really is no cover. There is an artwork if you go on Cassandra Clare's website. Only date it gives right now is April. I will put it in the description of the actual date, so when that comes, and it's supposed to be a string of short stories. It's like, I think it's supposed to like talk about like Alex's days in the academy. I think something about like Jace going into like the downworld and doing some like mission or something. You have Magnus, I think, is in there. Oh, I think maybe one of the characters from Infernal Devices is, I'm not sure. I don't remember each individual story, but it is supposed to be a string of stuff that's supposed to take place, I guess, before Mortal Instruments. Can't wait to see that. So now we're getting into June here. This is either a series or a trilogy. This is supposed to be the third book of An Ember in the Ashes and A Torch Against the Night, and the third book, A Reaper at the Gate. That is the cover. It's totally different from these original two, based off of the paperbacks when they got their covers switched. I actually like it. I don't know why. And I'm not just saying that because of the green. But this comes out June 12th, and you can see the name by Sabaa here. I actually can't wait to see where this goes. If you have not read this, go read it. I really can't say much without spoiling anything other than dystopian fantasy. This is another world, but it's also like futuristic, so it's like sci-fi and fantasy sort of dystopian too. So if you've read the series, look forward to that. I'm looking forward to it because I can't wait to see where this series goes. We have another one in June. I actually got these backwards. I don't know why, but this one actually comes out June 5th. I should have said this before. A Reaper at the Gate. This is a sequel, Flame in the Mist by Renee Ahdieh. I always say her last name so wrong. There is no cover for this, but it is Smoke in the Sun. I'm sure it's going to be beautiful because A Flame in the Mist, that was so beautiful, that cover. It's supposed to be kind of a Mulan retelling. Don't ask me to pronounce the character character's name, the main character's name, because I can't for the life of me. For the first book, she basically is supposed to get married to a prince, but then there's a group of bandits who attack her on her way to go get married to this like emperor or prince or whoever. She wants to find out what the hell that was about, so she disguises herself as a boy and goes into that world and finds out secrets and things she didn't know about and stuff she probably shouldn't know about, but she finds out anyway. This one, if I'm not mistaken, this is supposed to be the last book in this series. It's the Throne of Glass series. Right here, you can see them. This is supposed to be Throne of Glass 7. There's no title yet. There's only a release date, which is September 4th, unless that changes too. There's also no cover as well, which I'm a little upset with. But that being said, when the title comes out, it'll be in my description. I actually can't wait to see where this series goes. I did enjoy Queen of Shadows, Empire Storms. I need to finish Tower of Dawn. I need to read. This is part of a series. However, it's kind of like, I can give an example actually pretty well. It's kind of like how Game of Thrones has this, The World of Ice and Fire. This is supposed to be The World of Throne and Glass by Sarah J Maas. It gives you the history, the timeline, creatures, the races, and worlds maybe about like this series. When it comes to fantasy stories, I actually like that. I actually like those kind of books that kind of gives you a layout of the races, the different lands, the different people that live there, their style of clothing, the world itself, like how it all started. Tolkien did that, but he did it in a novel form, the Silmarillion. I just like that because I like to know, like, how did this world come to be? How did it get made up? Like, who were the gods who created it? How did they create it? I love that sort of stuff. So I can't wait to actually read this and see what it looks like. If it's an actual novel or if it's like The World of Ice and Fire. And I only have one thing in December. This will give me plenty of time to read its first 2 books. It is a trilogy. It is a 3rd book in the Dark Artifice series of Lady Midnight, Lord of Shadows, and then we have Queen of Air and Darkness. That cover with these 2 looks amazing. The red looks fantastic against blues and the darkness and everything. That vibrant red of that dress looks amazing. It just, oh. I love it when there's a pop of color somewhere that makes something stand out in a cover, because I can't think of who that is on the cover. Some people have their theories of who they think it is, but I myself don't know. It's Cassandra Clare. It's The World of the Shadowhunters. It's the 3rd book in the Dark Artifices. If you have not read these yet, plenty of time because this comes out December 4th. Get reading. But okay, those are all the books that I am anticipating as of so far of 2018. I cannot wait to read them. Having those books on my list to want to read will definitely encourage me to read all the other books that I have in the series and get those done so I can read that book and catch up. Like I said, for many of these, if you have not read them, this is your time to start now. I should have a most anticipated movie and TV show of 2018 and game one of 2018. I'll put those in the description when I have them up. Look forward to if I make another video of anticipated books of 2018 because I'm sure there's going to be more that are going to come out. That is it for this video. I will see you all in the next one.